On this edition of the Summer Cinefanatics, I'm wearing my California tank even though we live in Texas, so I'm probably offending a lot of people from Texas, and that's probably about it.
Yeah, okay. This is our Cinefanatics summer series, so I'm still going to wear black.
Yeah, because his heart is black and dark and all that. What's going on, guys? We're the Cinefanatics, obviously. My name is Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
And I don't know why I need to talk about my tank, but I did. Deal with it. That's where I would have sunglasses. There they are. They're still here. We're doing a Schmoedown reaction.
We are?
Yeah.
Oh.
Innergeekdom style.
Couldn't tell.
It's a four-way.
Yep.
One of those is Chance Ellison.
Another one is Keaton Markey.
She doesn't wear sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then another one is Brandon Hanna. He's showing up after being the assistant to Ben for a while. He's finally making a name for himself, or trying to. And then the other one, we'll wait for the announcers to say his name before we attempt it.
Yeah, I was going to say, leave me with the one that we're still not quite sure on the pronunciation of his name.
I'm cruel to you, but not that cruel.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think the first and foremost thing to talk about is this is Chance Ellison's first real, dive into the Innergeekdom.
His first and only dive into Innergeekdom so far.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, he was pretty much forced to do this.
Yeah, so it's the back and forth between Emma and Sam, and Chance is just getting tossed around in the waves of the storm that these two are causing as commissioners right now.
Yeah, so now he's found himself, probably unwillingly, in an Innergeekdom match, and to make it worse, it's a four-way, which, if you're a person who's trying to compete and really cares about your stats and numbers, this isn't good, because this is just an automatic, lose on at least three people's. And this is what I believe, if I remember correctly, Mike Kalinowski was trying to stay away from last year when he was like, wait, we're going to do something different this year for Innergeekdom. We're going to stay away from these multi-part, four-way, five-way matches just because it...
That's why they went forward with the tournament last year.
Mm-hmm.
This is an interesting one, though, because we have Chance, who has been a part of the Schmoedown for a little bit now, hasn't been in an Innergeekdom match yet. We have Keaton Markey, who has been in Innergeekdom, has been in several matches, has won a couple matches. You have Brandon Hanna, who is making his debut as a competitor in the Schmoedown just in general.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have our other friend, who also is making his debut in the Schmoedown in general. And so you have two newbies, somebody who's been basically a veteran in Innergeekdom, and then somebody who's a veteran in the Schmoedown in general, but is a newbie in Innergeekdom.
So everyone seems to have their pluses and minuses as to who can win.
Yeah, everyone's coming from different directions here.
And when it comes down to who we would pick to win, I don't know, because we got two people who we don't know anything about. We know Chance is good under the lights. He can answer questions, but we don't know how he is in Innergeekdom.
Yeah.
And we know Keaton Markey can participate in Innergeekdom, but we don't know how she's going to stack up against Chance and, again, these other two who we don't know what they know.
So, I mean, for me, when it comes down to the who you got in these situations where you have people who haven't competed yet versus people who have competed, I usually do always err with the people who have competed because they have the experience, they've been under the lights. Now, that doesn't always work out because sometimes you get newbies who are just really freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you just, that's the way that cookie crumbles. In this instance, because of that, I'm going to give it to Keaton Markey here, just because even though Chance has been around long, Innergeekdom is very specific. I don't know how skilled he is at Innergeekdom. And the other two we just haven't seen compete yet in the Schmoedown. I think Brandon's actually, I know at least Brandon has done Fan League stuff, so.
And I'm probably going to have to give it to, I would say, Chance Ellison, just because he is still a pretty major force in the Schmoedown overall. And doing an offshoot into Innergeekdom may not be something that's completely outside of his wheelhouse. Keep in mind that he also has had a very illustrious career in the fan leagues beforehand. So he's not like completely unknown to geek movies.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's had his fair share of run-ins with Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, MCU, comic books, Star Wars. All of these have popped up in front of him before. So he's aware of them. And since he knew this match is coming up, I'm going to assume, since his teammate is Mike Kalinowski, he's probably gotten some studying in at least.
The thing is, though, with Innergeekdom is you got to remember that some of these categories are getting to some deep cuts. Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Star Wars, these are all deep cutting categories now that are filled with names and locations and weapons and vehicles and all of this stuff, spells and when it comes to Harry Potter. Like, all this stuff is really, like, you have to know it.
And in which case, these people eat, sleep, breathe, bleed, geek.
And Keaton Markey is one of those that, at least for ones like Harry Potter, I can't remember how good she is at Lord of the Rings, but I know Harry Potter, at least, she's got a lot of that stuff down. And so this is why I'm giving the edge to her, because I don't necessarily know that, Chance is good at movies in general, but does he have these very deep cut specifics to these Innergeekdom movies down?
Yeah.
I don't know if having Mike as a teammate is enough, and the amount of time he's had to study is enough. So we will find out right now.
That's the one. If you want to make that call and putting that all into your choice, your power, your call.
100%.
100%?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Hey, Geek 10-3, what's up? How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you guys doing? Nice to see both of you. Have you made your decision yet?
We have representing corruption in the manager role. We have decided to choose Stacey Howard.
Oh wow. Okay, Stacey Howard to represent.
You said there was some surprise.
No. That's great. I'm actually thrilled because I like Stacey. She's very level-headed.
Right.
If she wins, I'm perfectly fine with her. Being the boss, running things. That's great.
Oh, you think she'll be the one,
It
the
would
only
be
one
us.
running?
Yeah.
Really? No. No. Oh. Well, you'd be working for us.
Mark that down too.
Put that in your
All right, Stacey Howard.
pad of paper.
Done and done. Hey, did you break into my car? Breach of trust, but I don't.
She told you. I mean,
Did you break into my car? Yeah.
it's not a breach of trust. She actually admitted it. I mean,
I just like all the other things that whenever someone has a problem with Grace, she's like, no, I've never done that. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
This one, did you break into my car? Yeah.
Hello, ladies and
I
gentlemen,
love it.
and welcome back to the movie trivia Schmoedown Innergeekdom Division. My name is Mark Baby Caratellis, and I am thrilled to be joined by Miss Danielle Radford. You know her from her wrestling podcast, Tights and Fights.
you gotta love it whenever Danielle Radford's calling a match.
Here today to call this match with me, Danielle. We have a four-way.
She brings
Have
a
you
ray
ever
of
been involved
sunshine.
in such a thing?
A four-way? Not that I can talk about.
Warms your
on
black
camera.
heart.
Well, this is going to be a
Why's it
very
gotta be
interesting
black?
four-way, because if you are attempting a four-way at home,
I mentioned
it's
it
always a
earlier,
risk
dark
when you have
clothing.
two rookies involved in said four-way.
You're dark and
That's
cold.
exactly what we
We'll have a
today. Let's talk about
Cinefanatics
the competitors
sensitivity
that we
lesson
know
later.
of, because we have Brandon Hanna going to be making.
Think I'm
his
making a race
Innergeekdom
joke? Come
debut
on.
today, as well as Sean Drew.
No, I'm not.
Dondapani is going to be making his debut.
Sean
here. So what we
Drew
have, Danielle, is
Dondapani.
we're looking
Got
at
it.
the rookie experience first and foremost. What does a rookie have as far as their mentality going
gonna have to
into
hear him say
something
it
like this?
again.
Because Sean Drew, look, he had to prove himself to the chairman, to Christian Harloff, excuse me. Brandon Hanna had to prove himself to Emma Fyfe. They're climbing the ranks from being a fan, from being an intern for Ben Bateman. In Brandon's case, what are they looking at going into this match here today?
I mean, first of all, you just want to make sure you don't embarrass yourself, right? You can be as great at trivia when you go and hang out with your friends on trivia nights. You can be great yelling back at the screen at Jeopardy. It is completely different when you
Or
get
reacting
here and you get underneath
to a
these lights and the
Schmoedown.
foundation starts melting. That's not talking about anyone in particular. That's never happened to me.
Words of wisdom from Danielle Radford. Don't let your makeup run, and don't suck when you get under the white hot spotlight. Now,
Don't suck. Don't suck.
Keaton
don't
Markey
suck.
has not sucked in the Innergeekdom. As a matter of fact, she is currently ranked in the top 10. She has a 1-2 record. She has a TKO to her credit. She was in a Fatal 5-Way last year, so I think that knowing the format of how these big matches work has got to be suited to her strength here.
Absolutely. And there's nothing Innergeekdom. So I believe this might be my first Innergeekdom match.
Oh, well,
calling it.
welcome to the crew.
Thank you. This is When they say Innergeekdom, they are not playing around. If this is something you can get in the top 10 of, I tip my hat, I salute you, I tip my wig to you, because these questions are some not effing around questions.
Yeah, we were taking a look at some of the questions beforehand, and it's, again, if you're a rookie, whether you're on the desk or you're asking the question, the Innergeekdom can be a challenge. But let's go to the pregame interviews with the competitors. Take a look.
And now we know that in that fatal four-way is going to be Chance.
Surprise, surprise! Look who's here.
What am I doing here?
That's right.
I'm bringing back Keaton Markey.
Hey, it's Keaton Magic Markey, and I'm back! Oh, I'm so excited to be back. I can't wait to get back in there and compete.
So we've got Chandru.
What's up, Internet? I'm Chandru Dandapani, and I'm the Zeitgeist.
Brandon Hanna, the return of
Chandru.
old Boss Baby.
Greetings, movie trivia Schmoedown fans.
I'm going first name.
Brandon, the Hitman Hannah.
The Cobra took a bus, a train, and a plane to come ruin all of your Innergeekdom dreams. We have Brandon, the Hitman Hanna. I love this kid. I've seen him. He's done great things behind the scenes, like get my coffee, get a muffin for RB3.
I've been working behind the scenes. I know this league better than anybody. I've been in here. I've been in this studio before. I know what it's about, and I'm ready to get the win.
And then we got Chandru who's coming in here.
Chandru?
Brandon Hanna? I'm sure he's just getting coffee for him and like carrying his briefcase and too busy to do all of this trivia knowledge studying, so I'm not too worried about him.
He's just a fan coming from the sidelines.
I have met him in the crowd, watching and wishing he was a part of it. Well, Chandru, your wish just turned to a nightmare because the Cobra is here to ruin all your dreams.
Oh, the magic marker? I'm not worried about her. She knows like
Magic
Harry Potter
marker.
and Disney. Disney's not even in Innergeekdom. Wait, what? Oh, Magic Marquee.
Keaton, Magic Mark. She's a ball of energy.
You just gotta kind of go in there with a positive attitude, ready to play the game, and, have fun.
A nice little ball of sunshine, but there's
Someone
no
should
place.
tell
in
Chandru
Dark
not to
and
say
gloomy
someone's
right
name
here.
until he
Listen,
actually
I
knows
respect
how
her
to
as a
pronounce it.
competitor. She clearly knows her stuff, but I mean, she's just in the way.
That's how we
I'm
roll
gonna
here
do
at the
what Hitman
Cinefanatics.
does. I'm gonna take her out.
To all the new competitors, I've been a newbie before. I know it's intimidating. From my past matches, I've learned so much. I've competed against some of the biggest competitors and lost terribly, but at the same time been the underdog and won.
It's about spreading my dominance throughout the entire league and putting everyone everywhere on notice if they aren't already.
I'm here in the movie trivia Schmoedown because I want to show how geeky the modern culture is, and I'm coming for that thick belt.
Someday down the road, I will win one of those titles. Just wait and see.
I'm gonna take that belt. I'm gonna take this league by storm. I'm Brandon.
So it's a
the
thick
Hitman
belt.
Hannah, and I'm coming for you.
Didn't know that.
Who
Two
was coming
C's.
for you.
Yeah.
We're here.
That would actually be funny if they were all there and not on a green screen.
They're all just...
They're all just...
It's like a character
When you
select
look
screen.
at somebody like a Brandon Hanna or like a Chandru Dandapani, they're going into this with a lot of confidence. Do you think that that's false hope, or do you think that they're trying to pump themselves up? Do they really believe in themselves?
Look, I think that that's exactly what you need. Fake it until you make it. You cannot show a sign of weakness here because your other competitors are going to start using that to needle you, and they're going to get in the cracks in your armor, and they are going to make you feel like a terrible, horrible person who doesn't know things.
And Keaton Markey showing the confidence that we've come to expect from her. Danielle, I must ask you, because this is your first Innergeekdom match, are you ready to go?
I am ready.
Then it's time for the movie Trivia Schmoedown! It's like we practiced that. That was
It's
really
like we
good.
did that. Look, and I said Schmoedown this time. Look,
You
I'm
put the M in there. We're so proud of you.
Learning and growing. Learning and growing.
Introducing first. With a record of 0-0 making his Innergeekdom debut, please welcome Brandon, the Hitman Hanna! You see a briefaceless Brandon, but he does have the suit, style, and profile with Danielle.
Is everyone shopping at the same suit store? What's
Yeah,
happening?
looking very polished, looking very Joseph A. Banks salesman.
This seems
Brandon
very
Hanna.
familiar, like
Oh, I
I've
wanna see that
seen
face
something
on a
similar
bench.
to
I
that
want that face to
before.
help me buy a
Yeah,
house.
only he was wearing shades and
And
blew a
his
kiss at
opponent.
the camera.
With a record of 0-0, also making his Innergeekdom debut, John Drew.
I almost half expected to see Bateman just walking out just for the fun of it.
Oh, he can floss.
A lot of energy coming in. He's hitting the shot. He's doing the floss.
Not since Antonio Brown dancing in a Pizza Hut commercial have I seen that.
Getting all the
move pulled
Fortnite
off
dancing
so
going in there.
well. John Drew all smiles, Brandon all business. And their opponent,
I can floss too, but there's not enough room on the frame for me to do that right now.
with a record of
Unless we want a sweet shot of, never mind.
2018 Innergeekdom quarterfinalist, Keaton Magic Marquis. There's Keaton, also got a little dance, a little pep in her step.
I like she coming out to Sunflower, song from Spider-Verse.
Shaking hands.
Is that what that was? Yeah, it's Post Malone.
I wish there was a baby
Keep up.
for her to kiss.
Who's
I
Post
feel like
Malone?
she would kiss that baby.
He comes after
She should be
Pre-Malone.
running for office, and perhaps she will get some votes if she can pull off the win here today. And finally, representing Corruption, making his Innergeekdom
That's my joke.
legendary vice manager.
Stop taking my joke.
I was just thinking of fish tacos for dinner.
But no Kalinowski.
Or Franco.
Well,
couldn't catch a ride with Franco on the way in.
Because Emma, after
I mean,
Chance's last win, said, "Oh, you get
makes
getting cocky,
sense.
getting mouthy. We're going to throw you into the Innergeekdom and see how you fare." And we're about to witness that here today. So we have 3 rookies, and Keaton Markey all of a sudden looking at this swell of opponents like I have more experience than all of them combined, Danielle.
Absolutely, and hopefully we don't get her mixed up with any of the other redheads in black that just came in.
It's a lot of black leather and red hair.
Look, I'm worried that one of them is going to drug her and try to replace her with themselves.
This
So
could be a
watch your
Parent Trap level switch. Alex Marzona is paying close attention to everybody who is
Hey,
up on the
Alex.
desk. Competitors, this is a 4-way qualifier in the Innergeekdom. I'll tell y'all how round number 1 works. Are you prepared and ready to go here in your first Innergeekdom bout?
Let's get it.
I appreciate that he's going with the full Marvel labelless hat plus sunglasses. I almost didn't know it was you.
Incognito. Keaton Markey, are you ready to go?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, John, this is your first time here. Are you feeling okay?
Whatever it takes.
And Brandon Hannah, are you ready to go, sir?
Ready to comply.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
A couple of MCU references.
Some Marvel stuff going on.
So you're good if they ask an
All right,
MCU
your
question.
First question will be administered by Miss Danielle Radford. Danielle, at your
Not
ready, what
us.
category are we
Not
looking
us.
at?
All right, question number 1. We are in the category of the MCU. In the MCU, which of Nick Fury's eyes is covered by a patch?
That's kind of like a 50-50.
Yeah, you really just write down any...
I believe the man has 2 eyes, so it's one or another. 5, 4,
If it's a 1/3 chance,
3,
you really messed up.
2, 1. Pens down. Go to Chance.
His left.
It is in fact his left eye. Did Keaton have it?
No.
She had the right eye. Did Chuck? He did have left in Brandon.
Right.
Okay.
That was left.
It's like TLC.
Yeah.
Left eye.
I was like trying to like mirror image.
Your next
Seen a
question
rainbow
comes from the
yesterday.
role of Star Wars.
I don't go chasing
Star Wars. And your
waterfalls.
question is, what main color is the speeder that Anakin pilots during the Coruscant chase at the beginning of Attack of the Clones?
Attack of the Clones, Coruscant chase.
The
When
main
he's chasing
primary
down,
color.
Zam.
It's maybe not is a primary color, but the primary color of the speeder.
Yes, if it was shoes and it was a colorway, then you would know that this is the main color.
You start talking about shoes and I do a countdown. 5.
Going between 2 colors
3,
in my head. I think I'm right.
Oh, JTE rule for Chandru. What main color is the speeder that Anakin pilots during the Coruscant chase at the beginning of Attack of the Clones?
I can't remember. Let's just go with
Main color. I'll say main color.
There we go.
Go to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go to Keaton first.
Yellow.
It is in fact yellow. Did you have it,
Yellow.
sir? He did have yellow. The JT
Yellow.
rule pays off. Brandon has yellow and Chance.
Yellow.
He's got yellow.
The blue.
Yellow.
I was the first trying to say fuchsia,
These questions are not
and then I realized I don't know how to spell
questions.
fuchsia, so I changed it to
Question
blue.
number 3 in the topic of Middle Earth. What alias does Frodo use at the Prancing Pony?
So if they open a bar called the Prancing Pony in LA, do you think it gets swamped by Innergeekdom enthusiasts?
Either those are furries.
5.
I have no clue.
3, 2, 1. It'd be an interesting mix.
Think I
Pens
got
down.
it.
Chandru?
Bag.
That is incorrect. Does Brandon have it?
Underhill.
We can accept Underhill. Did Chance have Underhill?
Stan.
It is not Stan. Does Keaton have it?
Bill the pony?
I was close. I said Tyrion Lannister.
Comes out on top, so he
It's
Peter Dinklage.
It's pretty close.
Perfect round. So if Brandon can somehow get the next 7 questions right, he will get asked a bonus
Can I get a point
question.
for that, Amy?
We got a long way to go.
He missed one. He missed one.
Long way to go. He did miss the question. Never mind, Brandon. You will not get a bonus no matter what happens.
You're still a failure.
Your next question.
Wow.
This is in the world of DC movies.
Keaton, calm
DC
down.
movies. Who plays Detective Tom Lone, the love interest, in 2004's Catwoman?
My almost favorite
Yes.
I believe that's what Halle Berry won her Oscar for.
movie. I believe so, yeah.
Why am I not
Doing my
pulling his
research
name
for
right
that.
now? Why am I not pulling his
That's
name?
deep into the library of DC. 5.
I'm sorry, Rachel. You missed this.
3.
That's how I know it.
2, 1. Pens down,
Just not
Brandon.
pulling
Do
his
you
name.
have it?
I have no idea. James Marsden.
Nope.
It is not James Marsden.
Good guess.
Does-
Benjamin Brett.
It is Benjamin
Yes.
Brad. Did Keaton have it?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Bangborn himself, Benjamin Brett.
Okay, so John.
Benjamin Bratt.
Benjamin Brad is one of those names that for some reason I could just never pull. I usually forget him and
He had a broken back, but still playing
The other
those
one.
in Doctor Strange.
I'm just kidding. I remember this time.
On to
Kristen
the
Bell. I usually
world
forget
of
her name for some
Marvel
reason
movies,
too.
and for that, we go
Yeah.
back to you, Miss Radford.
Okay, number 5. Who played Ben Grimm, aka The Thing, in the 2005 and 2007 Fantastic Four film?
Yeah, for some reason I can remember his name.
Deep into the bargain bin with these last 2 questions.
Which
And the
I live
spelling.
in the bargain
I feel
bin.
like we're
the
at a
last
Red
time I
Box
saw
right now.
him,
I am the bargain bin.
Gotham.
5, 4,
I was born from it.
3, 2,
Last time I
1.
saw him
Pens
was
down,
Fantastic
Chance.
Four.
Load him on the shield. Michael Chiklis.
It was Michael Chiklis. Did Keaton have it?
Michael Chiklis.
Yes, she does.
Michael Chiklis.
Chandru's got it. Does Brandon?
Michael Chiklis.
that would be Michael Chiklis.
Michael Chiklis.
Fantastic.
Can remember his name, but I can't remember Benjamin Brad.
Chandru with a
It's a little weird.
1 point advantage over Brandon, who himself has a 1 point advantage over Keaton. As we move to your 6th question in round number 1, Harry Potter movies. Harry Potter movies. Have a couple of Harry Potter fans here today.
What's that?
In the Harry Potter franchise, what does it mean when a Remember-All turns red? What does it mean? Remember-All. Sounds like something you take for your bladder.
It sounds like something you take to counteract the effects of something else.
5, 4, like drinking a lot of soda. 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Keaton.
Got
You've
it.
forgotten something.
That is correct. She did not forget that.
Forgotten something.
The Chandru's got it too.
Oh.
Did Brandon remember it?
I had no idea.
Oh, you forgot.
Chance.
You've forgotten something.
He's got it.
They're angry at Popeye.
Brandon,
I thought it was a thing that got angry.
All, am I right?
You're angry at Popeye.
We both made the Bluto joke.
Sounds like you remember all because it's
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Well, I mean, I referenced Popeye,
All
but
right, question number
I was referencing
7
the color
in the
red.
world of Star Trek. Star Trek: The Motion Picture was released in what year?
Well, you can't get away with calling movies like something the motion picture anymore. It just doesn't. People don't buy it.
People don't buy it.
I would love to see them do that.
I want to make something work.
Doctor Strange 2, the motion picture.
I would love to see Batman, the motion
5,
picture.
4, 3, 2. Don't tempt Matt Reeves. 1. Pens down. Go to you first.
gotta be
Chandru.
wrong.
1979.
It was 1979. Does Brandon have it?
1979.
Much like the guy he used to intern for, he knows his movie release date's his Chance.
You're up. 78.
Okay, Chance missed it. Does Keaton have 1979? 2015.
wow. Well, I put 1985, so
I put 82. I was closer. Haha.
All right, Keaton, see if you can rebound with the DCEU, which was around in 2015.
Still got it wrong, but
Who
whatever.
plays the villain, Dr. Thaddeus Savannah, in Shazam?
see, he's one of the ones I can never
I put
remember.
a little gusto
Oh,
when
got
I
it.
say Shazam because
Well,
it's
Stanley Tucci.
It's got the exclamation point.
Shazam!
Shazam!
Yeah.
Shazam!
Remember
Stanley
when there was just
Tucci.
an app that would tell you what song was playing in a bar?
Did you write Stanley Tucci? Because if not, you got it wrong.
3,
No,
2,
I wrote the right name.
Okay, Brandon using his first JTE rule. Who plays the villain, Dr. Thaddeus Savannah, in Shazam? Shazam. Brandon,
Shazam.
see if his JT rule pays
Shazam.
off like Chandru's did. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brandon, did you have it?
Mark Strong.
He does have Mark Strong. Does Chance?
Mark Strong.
And Keaton?
I just saw it, but the creepy thin man.
The creepy thin man. No, you cannot accept that. Chandra, do you have Mark Strong?
Remember when you played Sinestro?
I do remember when he played Sinestro. That's a great
Mark Strong.
cut.
Mark Strong.
And Chandra gets a point
I actually
for that,
liked
so
him as
looking at the
Sinestro.
score right
Yeah.
now, Chandra takes a 1-point lead over
perfect
Chance, who has a
Sinestro.
1-point
Yeah.
lead over Brandon, who has a 2-point lead over Keaton. So everybody feeling each other out here in round number 1 as we go to our penultimate question, Danielle.
Creepy thin man would be
Okay,
Crispin
number
Glover.
9 in the world of
That's
heroes
true.
and villains. Who does Doc steal the plutonium from in Back to the Future?
Speaking of Back to the Future,
Spring Glover.
The most politically correct question we've ever asked.
Definitely not.
Steal the plutonium from Ben Back to the
Let's
Future.
not make it worse.
You know, let's just get the answers and move on to the
misspelled
next
that,
question.
but
Move right along.
Don't worry
Oh,
about
come on, you know
commenting
this.
Here. 5, 4, 3.
Yeah,
Let's prolong this question.
go ahead and say that so when I don't get it, it makes me look like an
Who does
idiot.
Doc steal the plutonium from?
It's not the
in
point
Back
of
to
that.
the Future?
Oh,
I'm trying to encourage you.
I think maybe the most fun movie.
Yep, not spelling that right.
So damn
Yeah, I don't think I did either.
5, 4. I'm sorry. What? 3, 2, 1. Pens
And
down.
they're all
We're
going to
to
say
you
it the
first,
same
Chance.
way.
Oh, me? The Libyans.
Oh,
It was the
Nope.
Libyans. Does Keaton have it?
The Russians.
Oh,
Nope.
not the Russians.
I thought Russians too.
It's not Russians. Does
It's the Libyans.
it is?
Oh,
in
we'll
fact
do
the
it.
Libyans.
It's the
2 points.
Libyans!
Move on
For the Libyans.
for the rest of
That's an
time.
interesting way to spell it, actually.
All right, we apologize to any
Libyans?
Libyans or
It's
Russians who are
Lib-
watching the
Libyans.
program.
Yeah.
The next question
I don't know.
in the world
Either
of
way.
mixed bag. Mixed
Libya.
bag could be anything.
That is where the Libyans come
Question
from.
is,
It's not
in
Libya.
Kingsman, the Secret Service, the young trainees must care for what type of animal before being tested to kill it? Whew. Maybe I just blocked that out of my mind.
I feel like I definitely
Kingsman, the
blocked it
Secret
out of
Service.
my. I will
Hyper-specific.
not be watching that movie again if that's.
At a 5,
Yeah, because
4,
they're not all the same
3,
kind.
2,
Well, no, that's not what
1.
I'm
Pens
talking
down.
about.
Go to Keaton first.
A puppy.
It is a puppy. Does Chandra have it?
I took a guess with the Unsullied, but puppy, yes.
He got the puppy. Does Brandon?
Dog.
A dog is a puppy.
Dog.
It is a dog and a puppy.
Okay, so
And
dog.
points are
Dog.
awarded
I was writing
across the
puppy.
board,
Apparently
Danielle.
that would have worked too.
That closes out round number 1.
We all know which pet would be the one that we would all feel the worst about. If
Yeah, right. I
it
mean,
was
if it's a
straight up
cat,
murdered.
it's just a Tuesday for some people. So we move to Chance Ellis and Chandru enjoying a 8-point. Round number 1, very impressive. Innergeekdom debuts for both of them, and for Chandra, it's his first time on the desk in any match. They have 8 points apiece. Brandon and Hannah
6.
trails them by 1
My
with
cat
7.
is not
and
reacting
Keith
happily
Markey
to
bring up
that.
the rear as of right now
Cat
with 4
hasn't
points.
heard-
But as we
heard
know,
it.
round number 2
She
is
heard it.
where the wheel comes into play. The wheel of doom, fate, and for all competitors, justice. This is a 4-way qualifier, so each and every you are currently trailing. So we're going to go to your opponents, Chance and Chandru, who are tied with 8, and Chance, because you are sitting in the favorites chair, you're going to have the option as to whether you'd like to spin that wheel first or would you like to defer to one of your opponents. Before I get your answer, you can think about it, because the Wheel Slice is sponsored by a patron for the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Thank you for your patronage. The sponsored Wheel Slice is Harry Potter. So if somebody spins Harry Potter, we know Harry Potter is strength for a number of these competitors. We're going to say the name of said patron. Thank you for your support of the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Chance, I bought you some time. What's your answer?
I'll go first.
He is going to go first.
All right.
Go and spin the wheel. You can be gentle with it.
Could you not move the table when you go up there? Thanks.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Calm.
Be very gentle with that wheel. Everybody see how Chance spun it? You don't need to spin it that hard. I think the wheel was intimidated by Chance's sunglasses. DC movies. Okay,
Take
Chance, do you want to use your mulligan or do you want
That's
to
not
stick
DCE,
with the world
that's-
of DC films? He's going to spin again,
Much more gentle this time.
and he's walking
And
away.
he's walking away, much like one walks away from an explosion in a movie.
I was going to say like a cowboy leaving a saloon.
MCU.
Ooh.
MCU movies.
Good respin.
Chance is stuck with MCU movies, and to administer your questions is going to be my partner in crime,
Problem
Danielle
is
Radford,
everyone else is
and you're
also
ready
good at
to go.
MCU.
Okay. In the world of the MCU, what is the name of the planet where the Soul Stone is
Vormir.
hidden in Infinity War?
Vormir.
That is correct.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
That's 2 points
Yep.
for you, sir.
That's like Vladimir. No, that's
Speaking
Russian.
to Loki, finish Volstag's quote from 2011's Thor. What happened? Silver Tongue
turned to stone.
Words.
Gonna give you a countdown.
I think a multiple choice on that one for me.
4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, ash, B, steel,
Ash.
C, lead, or D, mush?
Silver tongue turned to
That is incorrect.
Steel.
So, for the steel, we need our competitors to write down. We're going to give you a little bit of time. If everybody's
Silver
finished,
tongue
then we're going to
turned
go
to-
for a 1-point steal
Mush?
per person. Keaton,
No.
did you have it?
Lead.
It is, in fact, lead for a point.
Lead.
That's a big
Huh.
steal. Chandra got it as well.
Lead.
As did Brandon as he looked at Chance.
Ooh.
You see the look across the desk.
That was a flex.
It is getting a little hot in here. Good thing I wore my leather jacket.
All right. On to the next question. What pet does Ivan Vanko,
It's a bird.
played by Mickey Rourke,
It's a bird.
keep demanding be returned to him in Iron Man
I want
2?
my bird.
board.
It's a very good impression.
That's very good.
Well, and it's
So-
correct
and
for 2
it happens
I
points.
want
to be
my
right.
bird.
Wouldn't it have sucked if it wasn't?
That's all that
You
work.
just
like
go
a
off that
cockatoo or
leaf
something
and then
like
just
that.
pew.
All that work
Something
to
like
nail
that,
that
yeah.
accent.
More specific.
All right, Chance Ellison currently has
I want my
12 points, and he's
anteater.
got one more question in round number 2.
In what area of New
Modern
York
Mistake.
City do Hulk and Abomination do battle in
Harlem.
The Incredible Hulk?
Harlem.
2 more points for Chance Ellison.
Last
That's
time he was in New York, he
impressive
leveled
run
Harlem.
In the world
Yep.
of the MCU, as we move on to Chandru, you are now able to spin the wheel if you'd like to, or you can defer to either Brandon or to Keaton.
I will defer.
Okay, Brandon, do you want to spin or do you want to defer to Keaton?
I'll spin.
Brandon's going to step
All
up.
right.
Going to give it a spin.
I don't necessarily think that it's wise to defer when
All right.
you're in,
four
when there's
people.
this many people.
Brandon Hanna.
Because it lessens the amount of categories you
Giving
can
a
choose
spin.
from later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like he's trying to sell us this wheel. All right.
You know
But
what?
it's also smart because it doesn't
DCEU
quite give away
movies.
what he might be
How you
strong
feeling?
or weak at.
Well, the DCE. He's going to stick
All
with it.
right. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Brandon, your first
Because
question.
you spin away
in
from
the
something
world
doesn't
of
necessarily mean you're weak at it, though.
DCEU, in a slate of 4
Means
here.
you're weaker at it
in
than something else that you're
Aquaman.
hoping to get.
Who played Volko, Orm's advisor, and a friend to Arthur?
Willem Dafoe.
Yes.
2 points. All right.
Spider-Man!
In
Yeah.
Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. The film is set how many months after the events of Man of Steel?
5?
Multiple choice.
Is it A12, B16, C18, or D22?
18.
22.
That is incorrect. So
12.
for a steal, for 1 point, each competitor has about 10 seconds left now to
would be
write
a
down
year.
their best attempt at an answer.
Yeah.
A12, B16,
Going with 18.
C18, or
I don't remember it
D22.
being-
Pens down, start with you, Chance.
18.
1 point for Chance.
18.
And for Keaton.
18.
And for Chandra. That's a big
I feel like if it was 12 somewhere, it would say 1 year later and not 12 months
All
later.
right, so Brandon, back to you for your penultimate
Yeah.
question in round number 2. Your question is, who helped Superman evacuate the villagers during the climactic battle in Justice League?
Flash.
Yeah.
The Flash.
2 points for Brandon Hanna. He's back on the correct answer and train. All right. I hate this next question, but I will ask it.
Oh, no.
In Greenland.
Your question,
Conjugal.
last one in the world of DCU. In what category did Suicide Squad win an Academy Award?
Best makeup.
Makeup and hair.
Makeup.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why he knows it, but he does. That is 2 points.
Because it was so
Brandon Hanna.
just ridiculous
There's
that you
someone
can't
who
help but
can't let
remember
your
it.
foundation run.
Suicide Squad, it is an Oscar-winning film. All right,
think the
Chandra,
makeup
back
and
to you.
hair
Would you
was
like to
that
spin, or
good
would you like to
anyways.
defer to Keaton?
I'll defer.
I know if there was
Okay,
something
Keaton, you
else
are
that
up.
was...
Keaton Marcy
That-
currently
better.
trailing
That was much
with
better.
6 points, but as we've seen already, you can accumulate a lot of points in a hurry in round number 2.
Maybe makeup and hair just for
There's the
Harley
spin.
Quinn because she looked good.
And makeup on...
That's the best spin
Killer Croc?
yet.
I
in
didn't
terms
like
of
it.
preserving the wheel.
Just,
Doesn't mean it was bad. It
We're
just
gonna
means
respin?
Oh, we
you didn't like
respinning.
the style they
Okay.
chose.
And there is the spin. All right.
There it is. No whammy.
Diablo's tattoos.
No whammy.
Those were
So
good
is
looking.
it going to be Harry Potter? It could be Star Wars.
Oh.
So it's Star Wars for Keaton.
Okay.
All right.
She really wanted
What
Harry
is
Potter.
happening?
4 questions in the world of Star Wars to be administered by Miss Radford.
In the Phantom
It's gonna be
Menace,
hard.
What is the name of a Gungan submarine?
Otobongo or something like that.
Yeah, Unabongo.
Multiple choice, please.
Is it A, Bonga? Is it B, Bongo? Is it C, Tonga?
Wow. I'm going bonga.
Or is it D, Tonga?
Mama, mommy. Sounds like the Family Feud.
Mama.
Mama.
Nanny.
Let's just say B.
That's correct.
Oh, it is bonga. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they would go the Star Wars and actually go bonga. I knew it was one of those two.
Work, the luckier you get.
Threw me
For
off
one
with the
point,
multiple
Keaton
choice.
pulling off the
We
impossible
shall give
naming
you
and gonna get
Unabongo.
I told y'all.
Drive you through
not
the
messing around with
planet.
A New Hope. What is the full name of Luke's best friend
Biggs?
from Tatooine?
Biggs Darklighter.
The first and
Biggs
last.
Darklighter.
Full name.
Oh, definitely multiple choice on this one.
Is it A, Briggs Starkiller?
No.
B, Owen Lars? C, Owen Darkwalker? Or D, Biggs Darklighter?
Owen Mars.
That is
That's his uncle.
incorrect. So for the steal and 1 point.
These are all
looks
great
like
names,
all the competitors
though.
have written down their answers. So chance
Briggs
for you
Star
for the
Killer.
steal.
Biggs Darklighter.
It is Biggs Darklighter for 1 point. Does Chandra have it?
Biggs Darklighter.
He does. Brandon.
Biggs Darklighter.
All right, we see again, stealing is really coming into play here in this four-way qualifier, Danielle. Every opponent of Keaton's got the 1 point. She was not able to guess her way around that one. Can she do it in her third question?
Well, let's find out. In Revenge of the Sith, who advises Anakin to, quote, train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose?
Palpatine.
Change to let go of everything you fear to lose. Obi-Wan? Yoda.
Palpatine.
It's incorrect.
Yeah.
Now it's a
'cause
2
Palpatine's
point
trying
steal.
to save what he's fearing to lose.
All right, competitors.
Train yourself to let go.
Gonna go
Yeah, it's got to be
5,
Obi-Wan.
4,
I think it's Yoda.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Chandra, go to you
Obi-Wan?
first. It is not Obi-Wan. Does Brandon have it?
Yoda.
Yoda, the little Muppet, for 2 points is correct. Chance did
Yep.
not have it. So
Yep.
Brandon Hanna.
It's when he's sitting with Yoda one-on-one in that room and he's worried about Padme dying in his dream.
Okay.
You got to never let it
go.
Trying to recall when
low.
he talks
And
to
Keaton
Yoda.
Markey right now in danger of being eliminated. All she needs to do is, if she doesn't get this question right, that's fine. She just can't have Brandon Hanna be the one that steals it, or else she will be eliminated.
She can still steal my things. Like, not that that's gonna happen, but she wouldn't be eliminated.
That's a good point.
You're so sweet when you try to, like, you know, be mean.
That's right, Chandra helping me out with the rules, but also throwing a little bit of shade Keaton's way. I like this kid.
It's a rose with thorns.
I love it.
In The Force Awakens,
Interesting.
what is the name of the planet that is home
Oh, shoot.
to Maz Kanata's castle?
I cannot remember.
Oh my god, I should know.
Taco.
Just give me the
No,
multiple
that's
Taco
the-
Deli.
Taco Donna.
Is
That's
it
the.
A,
No.
Cardota, B, Ratio, C, Takodana, or D,
Ratio?
Cortilius?
Is it Taco Donna?
Cortilius.
Incorrect. And so for a steal,
You can repeat on the options.
I will repeat the
I
options
can't
for you.
I thought Taco Donna was the.
Not as good as Danielle did. Is it A, Cardona,
the casino.
B, Ratio, C, Takodana, or D,
In the next one.
Cortilius?
Oh,
You can simply write down
That might be
one of the
right.
4
Taco
first
Donna?
letters of the alphabet.
for the
Pens
casino,
down.
yeah.
Brandon, did you
I
have it?
believe it's C.
It is C, Takodana.
It is Taco Donna.
He had A's,
Taco
Chance
Bell.
no points, but
Taco
Chandra
Deli.
does have it, so
Taco Bell.
now we find
Taco
ourselves in a
Cabana.
situation where we cannot eliminate Keaton Markey yet. Because there is the possibility, however much Chandra doesn't believe it could happen, that she could steal one of his points and manage to pull within 10. However, she's trailing by more than 10 going into round number 3. It will be a 3-way race for this win. Okay, so Chandra, now you got to step up and spin the wheel. And I will say this,
Harry Potter.
because it's your inaugural time. He doesn't need to get it from the wheel, not the pegs. He knows it. It's fun to watch a competitor spin the wheel for the very first time, Danielle. Never gets old.
It's like seeing someone at their first makeout party.
And villains.
Heroes and villains.
He's going to keep heroes and villains.
Nice. It's a very general
All right.
category.
Here we go. In the world of heroes and villains, your first question. The ring race, or Black Riders, were also referred to as what in the Lord of the Rings trilogy?
The Seven Kings or whatever.
Nazgul?
Oh.
Give the man 2
Yeah, that too.
points. Very impressive. Lord of the Rings knowledge. And your next question in round number 2. In 2012's The Avengers, what mark
7.
number of the Iron Man suit did Tony use in
Yeah.
the Battle of New York?
Seriously?
Yep.
Or was it 49?
Yeah, it's on the
7.
computer. It's a question.
Shade.
Multiple choice.
49 was
Provide
Iron
that.
Man
Is
3.
it A, Mark 5, B,
42.
Mark 7, C, Mark 12, or D, Mark 42?
I want to say it was 42.
It's 7.
Mark 7.
That is correct for 1 point.
I know this because I have
we
the
almost
Iron Man
found
Hot
ourselves in a
Toys figure
situation
from
where
that.
Keaton
That's
could
Mark
have
7
stolen that
sitting
if he
in
got it
the shelf in
incorrect.
my room.
42 is
He
Iron Man
navigates the
3.
question correctly. It is Mark 7 for 1 point. And so now it's Brandon with 18. Chance
made all
in
those
second
other
place with 16.
armors
Chandra
too.
has 15. And we're still waiting for him to mess up so that we can have Keaton with an opportunity to steal. Your penultimate
I knew there was a
question,
movie
John,
right next to the
in
other one where it just
round
jumped
number
ahead
2,
all of a
Heroes and
sudden.
Villains, your question is, in Watchmen, who is revealed to ultimately be behind the major villainous
Ozymandias.
activities throughout the film?
Ozymandias.
Mark 7 is actually how many marks we went through before we
Adrian Veld.
Multiple choice.
Thank you for the compliment. Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Night Owl, B, Dr. Manhattan, C, Ozymandias, or D, Silk Spectre 2?
Ozymandias.
Give the man a point. Again, maybe not his strongest
just need to hear the
category, but
names.
he took Heroes and Villains, and now he finds
That's
himself
one of those, like,
the
if you didn't
opportunity
see
to
the
answer
movie,
one
you
more
probably
question,
don't know.
Possibly pull even with Brandon Hanna for the lead going into
Or,
round
I
number
guess
3.
read the graphic novel.
Your final
but
question in round number 2.
This is a movie
In the
trivia.
Rocketeer, the final battle. The final
a
battle
blimp.
between Cliff
Or Zeppelin.
and Neville Sinclair occurs on what mode of transportation?
Say a rocket. Please say a rocket.
Multiple choice.
I can provide that for
Please
you.
be a rocket.
Is it A, a biplane, B, an aircraft carrier, C, a Zeppelin, or D, a train?
Zeppelin.
It's a Zeppelin.
It was released in
I would have put a
91.
rocket in those choices if I were them.
Plane fights were not that popular.
Gonna go to 5.
I haven't seen that
4,
movie in a while.
3.
Train.
It is
Nope.
not a train. That
Come
is
on,
incorrect. So
Keaton.
for the steal, need all the competitors to write this down, and this could keep Keaton Markey alive going into round number 3.
It's a good movie, though.
About 5.
Is that Billy Campbell,
4,
Jennifer Connelly?
She has to get this right.
Alan Arkin.
1. Your options were A, a biplane, B, an aircraft carrier, C, a Zeppelin, or D, a
Timothy
train.
Dalton.
Going to start with you, Chance.
Zeppelin?
Zeppelin's correct for a point. Does Keaton have Zeppelin?
Nope.
It's an aircraft carrier. Does Brandon have it?
C, Zeppelin.
He also had C, Zeppelin. And with that, we move to round 3, and we say goodbye to Keaton Markey. How about a hand for Keaton Markey?
I mean, I believed in her.
Coming back into
Yeah.
the Innergeekdom in a 4-way qualifier. Great to see her again at the desk. And now there were but 3, Danielle, as we move into round number 3. A 2-point lead over Chance Ellison, who enjoys a 1-point lead over Chandru. So, Brandon, we're going to get your 3 numbers first. What would you like, sir?
4, 8, and 15.
4,
Ooh, lost reference.
8, and 15.
Oh, you
All
sweet
right.
baby boy.
And now it's Chance Ellison.
What's the range again?
From 1 to 16, sir.
Okay, so I'll go 6, 12, 16.
All right, sticking with all evens, interesting strategy. Does it throw Chandru off? Chandru, the first time in movie Trivia Schmoedown history, I'm going to ask you for your numbers, sir.
7 for Star Wars Force Awakens, the first Star Wars movie I saw in theaters.
I was going to say.
Wow.
Oof. I was like, I could hear the nerd screams, and I was like, no. 11, because 7-Eleven jokes.
Okay.
And 9.
And 9.
7-Eleven jokes.
The numbers of 3
Nice.
Washington Redskins quarterbacks. Look at that, Chandru. All right, here we go.
First
So-
Star Wars movie you've seen in theaters.
Thank you, Chandru.
What's
For
that?
How old is he?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is this from, like,
I'll be
Civil
asking
War
you
when
your
someone
serious
asked Tony,
question.
geez, Tony,
You
how old is this
selected
kid?
number 7 for your 2-point question.
You mean he did not see a
And
Star
that
Wars movie in
corresponds to the
theaters in
world
2005?
of Heroes. And your question for 2
In
points
the Rocketeer.
is... This movie's a little more recent, but the character might remind some of the Rocketeer. What branch of the military does James Rhodey
Air
Rhodes
Force?
serve
He's
in
Air Force.
the MCU? Need a branch of military service.
Yeah. Don't do. Let's say don't do multiple choice. You can't. But
Answer in 5, 4,
multiple choice.
2.
The Marines?
That is incorrect.
Marines, Air Force.
The Air Force.
Army.
The Air Force.
Navy.
Like my pappy served in.
Could have been the Coast Guard.
Probably wouldn't
There-
put that
there
in
you
there.
go. Army brats. Air Force brats. All right, Chandra, so we're sticking with you for your 3-point question now. You selected number 11, and the number of Mark Rippon corresponds to the DCEU. DCEU. Not sure what it stands for, so I'll just leave it as DCEU. Your question. For 3 points.
Extended universe.
What 2 writers are credited for the Justice League screenplay?
Was Zack Snyder one of them? Zach Penn?
David Goyer?
We'll go to 5.
Zack Snyder and Joss Whedon?
No.
You got one of them. It was Joss Whedon and Chris Terrio.
Oh.
Chris Terrio
Totally
is
wrong.
who we were looking for there.
Oscar winner, Ryder Vargo.
Tough question there. And so now Chandru finds himself in the unfortunate position of having to answer his 5-point correctly, or else he too will be eliminated. Chandru, you selected number 9 for your 5-point question. And that corresponds to the world of Marvel movies. Marvel movies. And your question is, in Deadpool 2, what is the name of the Irish inmate of the icebox that confronts Wade and Russell?
You know that because comics.
Yeah.
And because you saw the movie. But mostly comics.
Yes.
And we need an answer in 5, 4, 3.
Repeat.
I can do that. In Deadpool 2, what is the name of the Irish inmate of the icebox that confronts Wade and Russell?
Good use of, I believe, his last JT.
I didn't remember that it was until you said that. I was like, oh, yeah, that's right.
The Black Tom Cassidy.
Yeah.
I paid attention.
So,
I
You're
did it.
honest. I appreciate that.
so we'll give you your countdown now. 5.
It's not very PC, but it's Black Tom.
Yeah.
He got 5 points on that one,
Yep.
Danielle.
Close enough. They say Cassidy in the movie?
I mean, he is referred to as Black Tom. I mean, if you're being formal about it, you would say Black Tom Cassidy, but yeah. No, that works.
Who has 21 points.
Wow.
So now
He actually knew it the
Chance
whole
Ellison
time. He was
finds
like,
himself
can I
trailing the
say
leader
this on
by
here?
4. So
Am I
Chance,
allowed to
your
say
question
this
is going to be
name?
asked by
That might have been.
Danielle, and your 2-pointer, you selected number 6, and Danielle, that corresponds to what category?
Back to the Future.
Okay.
What is Marty McFly's mother's
Lorraine Baines
name?
McFly.
Just need the first name.
Right.
Her last name is McFly. Do I win?
Yeah.
We're going to need an answer in
Could
5,
be Baines.
4, 3.
Her
2.
main name.
Lorraine.
Yep.
That is correct. It is Lorraine.
2 points.
He knew. Yeah, he knew it the whole
Lorraine,
time.
Way back in 1955, 1985, so it is 19-19. They each trail Chandru by 2. So now we're going to go to Brandon Hanna. Going to give you your 2-point question. So you can get some points in round number 3, possibly. You selected category number 4 for your 2-pointer.
They all look like
And
they're
that
waiting to be
corresponds
interrogated.
to villains. Villains. And your question is, what United States city was Eric Killmonger
Detroit.
from?
Oh, no.
No, was it Oakland?
Oakland.
Yeah.
Give the man 2 points
Yeah.
and count
Throw
him
me
tied
off like
with
that.
Chandru for the lead.
This has truly become a horse race.
It really has, and now Chance Ellison back trailing by 2. So Chance, you're going to be up next for your 3-pointer, and that comes from category number 12, Danielle.
And that is the world of The Hobbit. Who plays dwarf Dane Ironfoot, cousin to Thorin, who shows up in the Battle of the Five Armies to help fight?
Tyrion Lannister.
Peter Dinklage.
Who's that?
Tyrion Lannister.
3 points this would give him the lead outright for the
Tyrion
time.
Lannister is his
5,
own thing.
4, 3, 2.
Billy Connolly.
That is correct.
Oh boy!
Oh, that was a game.
He was a hobbit in
Might have
that?
been having a little bit of
Apparently.
fun with you, so
That
right
dude's
now,
tall.
Chance
He's a dwarf.
Ellison has vaulted into
I mean, still.
a
Hobbit.
1-point
I mean,
lead, and
that dude's,
unfortunately
like,
that does
really tall.
eliminate Chandru. How about a hand?
Fantastic
Chandru,
first game.
Dandapani, what a debut for him. Getting under the white-hot spotlight of the Innergeekdom division in a 4-way qualifier.
Yeah, look
Not
at
even
Brandon
knowing all his
Hanna.
opponents on
Yeah.
a very game effort by a rookie competitor. Hope to see a lot more of him down the road.
I cannot wait.
But now, the onus is on Brandon Hanna.
Also look at
And Brandon,
Chance.
you are now going to be faced with your 3-point question as you trail Chance by a mere point.
I really want Brandon to win now.
All right, Brandon, you selected category 8 for your 3-point question, and that corresponds to independent film series known as Star Wars.
Very small series.
Star Wars. And your
Tiny
question
series.
for
barely even
3
known.
points. In Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope, what 3 words of advice did Luke give C-3PO before leaving to rescue Leia from the Death Star's prison?
3 words of advice.
3-word phrase, I guess we're looking for. 3 points. And the lead by 2.
Don't say anything.
That is incorrect. Looking for lock the doors.
Lock
And
the
then
doors,
Hans
that's
chimes in
right,
and
because
hope
they
don't
were
have
locked in that
blasters.
room.
Oh, yeah.
Chance
And then the stormtroopers
still
opened it up and banged his head.
A 1-point advantage over Brandon, and now Brandon faced with that 5-point question himself. Brandon's going to come from.
Wow.
It's the best thing
category
about the special
15.
editions was
You
that
get
sound
this
effect
right,
added in.
We're back to Chance for his 5-pointer. If you get it wrong, then Chance Ellison will be the winner of the 4-way qualifier.
And this is in the world of Star Trek. In Star Trek Into Darkness, what is the name of Admiral Marcus's massive, unregistered, Dreadnought-class starship that was built in secret?
The USS Vengeance.
That is correct.
The crowd
Nice.
and Brandon Hanna.
Crowd is
forced
jumping the gun
hand
on those.
Of Chance Ellison to get his 5-point question correct. He currently trails
Very
by
nice.
4, so we're not going to have overtime today, Danielle. We're going to be declaring a winner at the end of this very question. Chance, you selected number 16, Joe Montana's number for your
Ooh, here we
final
go.
question.
Little close one.
In what's going to be the match here today, the 4-way qualifier, and that corresponds to the wild, wacky, wonderful world of DC movies. And for 5 points,
Green
your
Lantern question. Come on.
Name the only character from the 1978 to 87 Superman
It was,
movies.
Jimmy Olsen.
So Superman 1 through 4.
Right.
Name the only character to make an appearance in the 1984 film Supergirl.
Doesn't make sense.
You got it, Chance. Come on. It's Jimmy Olsen.
Name of the character.
Ooh.
It's an amazing movie.
Does he?
Is that true?
It is true.
Does
the
he?
director's cut is fantastic.
So Chance Ellison, going to need an answer in 5, 4,
Repeat the question.
3. I can certainly do that. 2 JT.
If he knows it, you think he's going to use all 3?
The question
Oh,
was,
yeah.
name the only character from the 78 to 87 Superman movies 1 through 4, to make an appearance in 1984's Supergirl.
Otis.
Nope.
And your winner,
Brandon Hanna.
Brandon Hanna!
Nice.
We're looking for Jimmy Olsen, Danielle.
Yeah.
Jimmy Olsen, and the Spin Doctors have a song, Jimmy Olsen's Blues.
He just gave him the finger.
Because
Nice.
Brandon Hanna won
Like, oh, wait, we
the
shouldn't be friendly with each other.
debut with a win in a 4-way qualifier that was certainly a barn burner. What do you have to say about Brandon Hanna's performance, Danielle?
That was fantastic, and so many great performances by rookies today. Brandon Hanna can certainly be proud. I fear that he might get a little too proud, but we'll see how that goes and how this plays out for the rest of his time here at Innergeekdom. But he does definitely deserve to give himself a pat on the back.
And you hit at something that was fun to watch play out throughout this match, is that you start to see characters get formed, characters get fleshed out, because you can come in with one mentality, one mindset going into your first movie trivia Schmoedown appearance, but you never really know how it's going to play out. So you start to see maybe Brandon, is he going to break bad? Chandra, is he going to break bad? Is he going to break good? He had some nice jabs, but he was also a lovable figure. Then you have Chance Ellison returning in a mysterious performance, but a very game one as well, taking Brandon all the way down to the wire. And let's not forget Keaton Markey as well. An able performance by all 4 competitors. And now we are going to have an interview with the winner solo and the 3 losers of today's match with our own Jen Sturger. Jen, it's all yours.
So look, guys, that was a monster table you just sat at. Let's be real. I know you were cringing the whole time, especially when you didn't get Harry Potter, Keaton.
That was a rough one. Sometimes luck is not on your side, but you know it's been a while since I've sat at that table, and I think with a lot of the stuff that has been released lately, I've been really kind of depressed. So it's been a rough week with Endgame. So yeah, it was hard to sit down at that table and really hit it home today. But great challengers, great competitors now in the league, and I can't wait to maybe have a rematch.
Honestly, though, I felt like your knowledge had really stepped up.
Oh, thank you.
Just the general knowledge. What it comes down to, honestly, is playing the game. And I know that the format's a little weird when there's more than 2 people out there. So that gets a little intimidating.
Yeah, you know, I would say this was like the one time I was like, let me just go in there with my knowledge. I didn't like do like a deep study or a deep cram right before the days leading up to this match. And, you know, trying to figure out your study strategy is, I think, part of the strategy within this Innergeekdom. So, you know, next time I think I'm going to come with a little bit, you know, more in my back pocket.
Absolutely. And I'll just pass this back here.
Thanks.
Chandru, oh my god. Where did you come from?
Originally India, like now I live.
No. How did you get here?
I was waiting for that one.
You know, came to the awards show and I was in the audience and I spoke to Christian after saying how much I love the Schmoedown and like how I'd love to take part in the Innergeekdom match.
Do you know how many people do that though and like actually make it through? Not very many. Like this is a really rare occasion.
He's got the knowledge to back it
really
up.
Lucky. Like,
proved himself.
He just gave me his email ID and told me to email, and apparently he really liked my email, and then so he's been asking me to come to the tapings and sit with the matches. It's been great. So I usually like just stand in the sidelines and like enter the answers in the phone just like everybody else, and I've been winning so many matches. I got the worst questions today, and I shouldn't like blame just the questions because I was double guessing myself too with the Yoda.
So we're gonna start shipping them, right?
It happens under those lights though, man.
Yeah.
It's totally different. You can answer
No,
all the
because I don't
answers
use the
in your
term
phone
shipping
and you
ever,
can play along
unless
at
I'm
home, but there's
buying something
about
online.
being at a table with
No, I
other
meant, like,
people that
mail
are trying
them
to win just
somewhere.
as much as you are. That
Yeah.
it just kicks it up a notch.
And when
Abu
someone's
Dhabi?
counting down 5, 4, 3,
He's
2,
not
1,
a
that's
little
the
cat.
It's a Garfield.
It's not a cat.
Seriously, that was a really dominant performance straight out of the gate. And Innergeekdom is, besides Star Wars, I think one of our hardest, one of our hardest divisions we have. So the fact that you came in here and made such a dominant first impression, your first debut here, your debut here, I think that it's nothing to hang your head about. And we are actually really excited to see what you can do if you want to keep coming back.
Oh, I'd love to come back. As I said, I love this
Wanna
Schmoedown,
come back?
love the
Nah,
Innergeekdom division
I'm good.
especially. And,
Dip my toe in,
there's
didn't
some
like the
old
temperature.
matches that I need to watch. I
I'm
need
out.
to stop second guessing myself. I'm still kicking myself over the Air Force for Falcon. I know the internet is not gonna forgive me about
Especially
that.
'cause
But
you
even if
now
I
call
got
them
those
Falcon
two questions, I would have still
and not
been
Rhodey.
25 and not missed it.
Yeah, but that was a great 5.4.
Everybody flies
Hey,
now.
at least you remembered the Air Force
Felt
this
the
time.
room explode.
Everybody
Yeah.
flies.
So this whole
Everybody's
room
got a
loves you. I'm
gimmick.
sure the internet is gonna love you.
Falcon.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
So
And
sweet.
yes, and some of the best Innergeekdom players, Rachel Cushing, Mike Kalnowski, Hector Navarro,
Smets.
who am I missing? Jason
Smets.
Inman, they all
Smets.
started with a loss.
Don't forget,
So they-
don't
they all-
forget Smets. He did
No,
win his debut.
I'm talking
but
about the people who started with a loss
Yeah.
and they came back to win belts. So that's going to be more my journey too. You better watch out. I'm coming for that thick belt.
Oh.
Gotta stop
All right,
calling
guys,
it that.
I don't usually have really great things to say about corruption, but I gotta hand it to you, Chance. That was a pretty impressive debut in the IG.
Yeah, thank you, Jennifer. This wasn't supposed to be in, but I'm glad I wasn't supposed to be in this match, but I'm glad I hung in there. In the end.
Wait, wasn't supposed to be in. What do you mean?
You know, I was here, I was hanging at the beach, get a text message from Emma like, hey, we're throwing you into the Innergeekdom, so I'm just like, okay, whatever. I could take 2 hours.
I was supposed to be here today.
Take a little ass. So this is what I did. You know, when I haven't studied. This is me coming in, no preparation whatsoever.
Wow. Grace, how did you feel about his performance
So
today?
if he prepared, he would have won.
I mean, he performed just as I expected. He did great. He was literally sipping an EGs on the beach doing nothing. We have nerds over here with 3-inch binders studying all day, and he rolls in and lasts till the very end, as I knew he would.
Are you guys worried at all about him and Kalinowski potentially running into each other at some point if you continue to compete in IG?
I mean, whoa. I'm not trying to step on Mike's toes or anything. This is not about me trying to take opportunities away from Mike. It's about me spreading my dominance, spreading the dominance of corruption as a whole, because we are a unit, Jennifer. We do things together.
They are a
we will
unit.
dominate this league as a team.
Ken, do you have any words?
Unit.
Jen, I'm so glad you're here today. I'm so glad you're all in with us right now. And I got to say this, Jen, everything you've asked and they've answered about Chance, I believe that as well. The kid showed up. He wasn't supposed to be here and competes. But I think we know what this is about. We know really what this is about. Skalisku, put down your big thick burger at your Hardee's booth that they have reserved for you, where I know you got your Tandy little laptop open and you're trying to screw corruption. You're trying to ask a question that has been asked
Tandy
since
laptop, that's a
1985
reference.
when the VHS tape of Supergirl was available at places like Movies to Go and Rent a Movie and have fun renting a movie with your miserable life. I know what you're doing, Skalisku. I worked with you. Skalis guy, I know what you've been up to. I know what this is about. And you know what, Jen, to your question about Kalinowski and Chance meeting down the line, you know what we call that? A corruption family barbecue, and we look forward to it. See you around.
All right, well, I guess this is done. Thank you.
Skaliska.
Skaliski! Brandon, congratulations on your win, man. That was incredible. I mean, it came down to you and Chance in the end, and you pulled it out. How does it feel to not only be making a name for yourself in this match, but also to kind of be stepping out of Ben Bateman's shadow? Because until then, we've all kind of known you as just the guy that carries his briefcase.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Jennifer. Very happy right now. Beating Chance Ellison, that feels very good.
Right? I can tell. You can almost quit your day job of selling insurance, right?
You know, it pays the bills.
But so, how does it feel to get that first W under those lights?
It feels great. I'm ready to go out there and win again.
Well, do you have any idea who you want to face next? Like, what was the... I don't
Smets,
even know.
Adam.
Oh, Emma, how's it going? Good. I will...
Here we go.
Yeah, so, I mean, as we're on the topic of, Brandon wanting to get more wins, congratulations, Brandon. Excellent performance today.
Adam or the loser of
I
Kalinowski and Smets?
say that there wasn't a little bit of personal investment for me in terms of seeing Chance Ellison get defeated, so congratulations, Brandon. You're officially in the Innergeekdom League.
Thank you, Emma.
Yes, you're very welcome.
Thank you so much, Emma.
They don't call me the Hitman for nothing. I'll take them all out.
You feeling still pretty confident about that?
I'm feeling very confident.
I still want to go home and get some studying. Well, congratulations again, man.
Thank you.
To you guys.
What a fantastic showing for this new rookie.
It's fun to watch, too, because obviously Emma Fyfe, I mean, a couple weeks ago, this guy was helping her clean her office at her demand, and then she asked him some Harry Potter questions. He gets thrown into a four-way qualifier, and now we have Brandon Hanna, possibly a new star in the league. But let's not forget about the other rookie debut here today, Chandru, with a very able performance. He took it all the way to the 3 rounds. Didn't work out his way today for him or Chance or Keaton, but a very well-played match here, and I was thrilled to be able to call it with you, Danielle Radford. Where can all the kids at home find you on the social medias?
You can find me at Danielle Radford on Twitter. You can find me at Danielle_Radford on Instagram. If you like wrestling, I do have a wrestling podcast on Max Fun that comes out weekly called Tights and Fights. You can find me on Screen Junkies, but more than likely you're already doing that.
Look at all the stuff she's doing. I'm just here taking naps. My name is Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. Make sure you guys join the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. We got a whole lot of tiers there. Select which one is right for you. If you get the right one on the $10 level, you can see all of our live pay-per-view style matches that we have for the rest of the year. All that information at theschmoedownlive.com or triviasd.com. For Danielle Radford and Christian Harloff, I'm just Mark, and we'll see you guys next time.
Sam? Sam?
No, there's Jay.
Sam?
Oh, why are you looking for
Sam? Where are you, Sam?
Sam under the couch? Who's he putting in?
Sam?
Why would Sam be in the
Sam,
trash can?
yeah.
Why not?
What the hell is Sam?
First of all, why are you here? Like back here?
I'm on my break.
I've been looking for you for like 5 minutes. You've been here the whole time?
Yeah, I've been here like an hour 20. Nobody's saying anything. What's up?
Hey man, live your life. Listen. So I know I got to make a choice to represent me in the Manager Bowl, and I finally made a pick, and it's gonna be the Machine.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Janine's great. That's a solid choice. But okay, so if she wins and you
When
get
she
to
wins.
be all right, and you get to be my boss, you're gonna be cool, right? Because I remember, when you came to me and you were like, "I want Kalinowski," what'd I say?
Gave it to me like boom.
I said, "Boom,
Yep.
boom, you got it."
Right.
You said you wanted a raise. What'd I say? Boom, you got it. So
I got you. You be good. You want to take a 3-hour break in the cut? Cool. My question is Emma fair game?
Oh yeah, do whatever you want.
Say word.
Word.
Shake on it. Hey, you come to the rest of your break. You the man.
Thanks, buddy. Commission.
Okay. So
we got Janine and Stacy.
Which, I mean, them two going against each other again. We just like putting those two against each other.
Against Roka and Zipper.
Yeah. I have a feeling this is going to be very leaning towards Roka at this point.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. If you saw the Inside Schmoedown episode that was on Monday...
You might know of another one?
You might know who the other person is.
Oh, interesting.
So...
Let's not reveal that
We're
here.
not going to say it here, because if you haven't watched it and you want to keep it a surprise, they might do a cutscene for that later. So...
Yeah, probably.
Either watch Inside Schmoedown or wait for that cutscene. Possibly.
Yeah, so Brandon Hanna.
Yeah, Brandon Hanna. I like that. I like that he won.
All that time interning, and he's learned and absorbed movie knowledge through osmosis, apparently.
Hey, just because you intern doesn't mean you don't get paid in some fashion of sorts.
That's right. Some people get paid in pizza rolls, others get paid in movie trivia knowledge.
And then some people just get money. But
wait, that's a possibility?
Yeah, movie trivia knowledge. Yeah.
I'm sitting here on pizza rolls still.
So neither one of us were right.
But Chance was close.
Chance was close. I'll give you that one. But I mean, I was really pulling for Keaton there, since she has won before and has competed in so many Innergeekdom matches that...
And if what Chance said is true, if he actually did that just based off of knowledge and not studying at all...
Which I kind of believe.
All he has to do is just do a little bit of studying, and that's going to be an amazing performance that he can crank out.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, like, okay, let's say Kalinowski loses to Smets. Smets beats Rachel, gets the belt, and then Chance climbs the ranks, comes back in here to take on Smets, and maybe try to play a little revenge for corruption on Mike's behalf.
Which would also be good, because we're now back to another fan league versus fan league.
Yeah. And after that match, I would say that would be pretty good. That'd be pretty good to watch if Chance keeps it up the way he was here.
Mm-hmm.
Innergeekdom is the heat is turning up here. They're starting to get some really good players in there, which kind of puts the damper on anyone who really wants to jump in, because that's a huge mountain that people have to climb now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with Rachel, Mike, you have Smets, you have Hannah, you have Chance. I mean,
it's a lot of people up there.
There's a lot of good people. I mean, not even counting like Adam Lavick. So, jeez.
That's also still not counting the fact that you have to know all about Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Star Trek. You know, our weaknesses.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that great performance on all of them. I'm really impressed by Chance Ellison on that.
Yep.
And really look forward to see what else Brandon Hanna can do.
And what else Chandru's going to do.
He was good as well, so he'll have a pretty good career going forward on this also.
Yep.
If you would like to follow all of those careers, make sure you go over to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown YouTube channel. Like, comment, subscribe over there. Really helps them out. Also, we have the Schmoedown Collision is happening this weekend. Make sure you go and get your tickets for that pay-per-view event, or you can hop on the Patreon at the $10 level. You'll get that pay-per-view event for free with your $10 patronage of the Schmoedown. Also, oh yeah. Also, they do have other live events coming up, so make sure you pick up your tickets for that, because those are going to be some really good events.
Yep.
And we highly recommend going to live events. Also, if you enjoyed our reaction, let us know down below. Please comment down below, hit like or dislike, whatever. If you want, just let us know how you feel about this reaction, what you would like to see from us in the future. We are open to any kind of criticism.
We're open.
Yeah. Also, above our heads, there is a subscribe button. Over here off to the side are a couple other videos that we have made. And as always...
What's the matter, Loki? Your silver tongue turned to lead Zeppelin.
Nice one. Later.
See ya.